What's up, YouTube? It's Jordan here, aka Proverse, back on Proverse World with another video. And today, getting into my personal top 10 animes that are underrated. Now, disclaimer, two disclaimers. Number one, when I say underrated, I don't mean nobody knows about it, it has a low rating, nobody gives a crap, none of that. That's not what I mean. Some of these, or most of these, are very well known anime. However, I chose these because of the discussion that goes on with the anime. So if it's overlooked, if it's undervalued, underappreciated, or just downright disrespected, it's going on this list. And I personally just enjoy these anyway. Second disclaimer. All right. If you live in the United States and you're under the age of 17, I am not telling you to watch any of these because a lot of these are very mature and I don't want to be responsible for anyone like young teenagers or kids watching some of these shows. If you're over the age of 17, 18 or whatever, you might find something in here. There's a little bit of something for everybody here. And for those non-anime watchers that are just watching the video, checking the video out, I'm going to compare some of these shows to movies and TV shows that you may be interested in. Now, coming in at number 10, I got one of the most popular ones, Steins Gate. In the year 2010, a paranoid conspiracy theorist and self-proclaimed mad scientist, Rentaro Okabe teams up with three companions, Mayuri, Kurisu, and Itaru, to create the very first time machine made out of a microwave and a cell phone. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's probably silly, probably goofy. A little bit, just a little bit. But you could be a little bit wrong in that assessment. I won't give away too much, but just know it's serious business out here, man. It's serious business. It's gonna take you for a roller coaster. It's gonna make you think. You might have to watch it 2 or 3 times. I still have to watch it a second time, but I go back and watch clips every now and then, and I really enjoyed this one. For those movie watchers, those people that haven't watched anime, it is a time traveling anime. So if you like Back to the Future, you like time travel, you like changing events and stuff like that, this might be something for you. For those Tokyo Revenger watchers, if you were not satisfied with Tokyo Revengers, this is the next best thing. This is probably the best time traveling anime. I put something on that. I'm gonna be real. I put something on that. I'm gonna keep it real. Coming in at number 9, we got Psycho-Pass. The year is 2113, and the world has changed drastically. The civil system is now the new form of justice. Law enforcement use technology to evaluate the psyche of its citizens, and if, quote-unquote, necessary, a neutralizing gun called the Dominator will immediately put down anyone considered irredeemable, forcing everyone to live a life of happiness. There's a little bit of controversy in this one. First season, fire. Gas. Second season, it doesn't get that much love, and probably rightfully so. But there is a movie. The movie is solid. There's 3 45-minute specials leading into the third season. And the third season is 8 45-minute episodes. So there's plenty of content here. If you're a content junkie, if you want to watch a bunch of content, if you're a binge watcher, this might be something for you. For those movie watchers, if you like iRobot, or if you like Altered Carbon or anything like that, or psychopunk genre, if you're into any of that crime, this might be something worth getting into. I can assure you that for sure. For sure. Coming in at number 8, we got Black Lagoon. Now I want to give a special little shout out to Patrick RT from RTTV. They always give this man crap whenever you bring up Black Lagoon, but Black Lagoon It's fire, and I'm here to hold it down, and that's the reason why I made the list. It's very popular, but I made the list for that very reason. All right, now let's get into it. Black Lagoon, the Lagoon Company, Dutch, Revy, Benny, and new recruit Rock are a wild group of hired guns. Though their methods are a bit extreme, they're usually reliable. If you're into mercenaries, modern day pirates, and a badass female protagonist with a foul mouth and an itchy trigger finger, this might be for you. The city of Annapur is a melting pot of the most low down, dirty criminals on earth. From the Chinese and Russian mafias, the Yakuza, and even nuns with guns. Yeah, I said it, nuns with guns. Revy she's a handful though, man. I'm not gonna lie. She is foul mouth. She wanna shoot everything. She wanna drink. She wanna smoke cigs. You know what I mean? And there's 3 seasons of this. So there's plenty of content here. Plenty of content. The spinoff is nice. It's an OVA called Roberta's Blood Trail, which is like technically the 3rd season, following up the events after the 2nd season. Coming in at number 7, we got Baki the Grappler. I don't need to do a synopsis on this. One more shout out to Jax Blade, because he's been telling people for years to watch the original Baki. Alright, watch Baki the Grappler, this one. If you do not know who the Yasha Ape is, and you watch any of the Netflix Bakis, you should watch this. If you think that Baki the Grappler doesn't have a story, you need to watch this. I'm tired of people saying it doesn't have a story. There is a story. You just have to go back. I'm not going to tell you where to watch it at, because you can find places to watch it, but I'm not telling you where to watch it. Alright? I'm not doing it. But if you do want to see a story, you want to see why Baki wants to fight, you probably need to watch this. I promise you. Also, this man was 13 years old, and he fought 100 gang members by himself and took out about 37 of them. 37 at 13. If that's not inspiration, I don't know what is. Coming in at number 6, we got Darkening Black. The sky isn't real anymore. A mysterious astronomical event known as Hell's Gate destroys the sky and Tokyo's landscapes. Coincidentally, beings who are believed to lack human emotions and have supernatural abilities are given the title contractors or dolls because they're used as weapons. Hei is the main protagonist, and he works for an organization called the Syndicate. Hei is just following orders, but is he fighting for the right cause? Now I'm gonna keep it real. I watched this when I was like 13 or 14, and I watched like 4 episodes, and I fell off of it. But when I turned like 17 or 18, when my mind started to develop and mature, and I started watching more mature anime, this was pretty solid. Like, this is really solid. If you're into The Witcher, the TV show or the video game, this is something similar to that, just in a more modern setting, you know. And it's about, I want to say it's about 2 seasons of it. So it's a good amount of content, a good amount of episodes. So if you're looking for anything like that, Darkening Black is a good one to check out. Coming in at number 5, I got Devil May Cry. Now I know Devil May Cry is a very popular video game series, but not many people talk about the anime series. Alright? It's set in between Video Game 1 and Video Game 2. Sadly, for all those Virgil fans, he ain't in this. He ain't in it. But we still do have Trish and Lady. And Dante still loves his strawberry sundaes, okay? He's just running an organization called Devil May Cry, where he is a demon hunter, and he goes out, take jobs, contracts. He's always in debt. There's a storyline here too, although it is a Monster of the Week type of anime. So if you're into Monsters of the Week, you're into a new adventure every single show, every single episode, this might be something for you. And it's a good time. I wish there was a 2nd season, but you know, that wasn't in the cards, but it's still one of my favorites to watch to this day. Coming in at number 4, we got Kenichi, the mightiest disciple. Kenichi is an average 15-year-old student that's constantly bullied. One day while Kenichi is being bullied, a girl named Miu Furenji beats up his tormentors, and Kenichi becomes intrigued, mostly by her looks. He follows her home to a fortress-like dojo, which holds some of the best martial artists specializing in various styles, such as karate, Muay Thai, Kung Fu, Jujutsu, and weapon styles. Kenichi wants to one day marry Miu, but he must first defeat the Grandmaster, aka her grandfather. This was a good time. I remember binge watching this one. It's about 50 episodes, so if you a person that likes a lot of content, you want to watch a bunch of episodes, of course, this is something for you. This is comedy, martial arts, a little bit of supernatural stuff going on in this one. It's a good time. It's fun. It's a good time, man. I can't describe it any other way. If you like the Karate Kid, this might be something for you. Definitely check this one out if you haven't. And at number 3, we got 91 Days. Discovered this one, I believe, last year. In the early 1900s, Angelo Lagusa lives in Lawless, Illinois, with his parents, younger brother, Luz, best friend, Corteo. His world shatters on the night of his 13th birthday when his family is murdered by gangsters of a powerful mafia family. Angelo is the sole survivor of his family, leaving him and Corteo behind to fend for themselves. For 7 years, Angelo is on the run, and there's one thing on his mind: revenge. Now, I'm about to say something that I'm probably going to regret and I'll probably never say again. But if you're into Shakespeare, which I'm not a big fan of Shakespeare, but Shakespeare is very inspirational for a lot of things that I do like. If you're into Hamlet, this is a Hamlet-like style kind of thing, except Angelo actually gets shit done. Like, I'm gonna just say that. I'm not gonna give away nothing, none of the plot, none of that. Angelo is getting busy out here, okay? Hamlet didn't do nothing, alright? If you're into Goodfellas, any of those mafia movies, then you might be interested in this. It's over the top. There's some moonshine in here. It feels like the early 1900s. All right. It's kind of like a reverse Donnie Brasco. If you ever watched Donnie Brasco with Johnny Depp, think of like a reverse version of this. That's all I'm giving away. I'm not telling you exactly what the plot is or what happens at the end, but you know, it's a good time. Coming in at number 2, we got Golden Boy. Kentaro is a young college student with a promising future in law, but he decided to drop out with all of his credits before graduation. Sounds stupid, right? All right. Now he rides his bike all over the world, wandering and doing odd jobs. This is a good one. This is a very classic one too. This is like early 90s anime. Very comedy driven. Kentaro's like this kind of like this pervy kind of dude. You know, he's working with women everywhere that he works at. Not to give away any of the plot, but that's all you should know for right now. It's only 6 episodes, but you pretty much get a good payoff. You get pretty much your money's worth with this one. I continue reading it in the manga. I read a few chapters, probably about 5 to 10 chapters of it, and it does get a little weird, I'm not gonna lie, after you start reading the manga, but it's a good time. It's funny, it's creative, it's something to get your mind off of, and it's ridiculous because somebody decided to drop out of college with all of their credits and was going to become a lawyer or practice law. And it's really fun, really good time. Coming in at number 1. All right. Now you saw the thumbnail. And if you think that what was on that thumbnail was number 1, you are absolutely correct. All right. Sword Art Online is number 1. All right. And I'm tired of people disrespecting Sword Art Online. Okay? Okay? That's all I'm gonna say for right now. I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna give you the synopsis for anybody who has never seen Sword Art Online. All right. In the year 2022, 2000, a new VR MMO RPG titled Sword Art Online hits the market. Thousands are excited about it, especially the main character Kazuto Kirigaya. Everything changes when the game's lead developer and designer makes this game into a reality. If you die in the game, you die in the real world. Now I'm going to come back to the Sword Art disrespect. Alright? Tired of people disrespecting Sword Art. If you like Shield Hero, if you like reincarnated as a slime, whatever, or reincarnated as a spider or I don't know what that spider show is called. Put some respect on Sword Art, okay? Put some respect on Sword Art. I'm tired of the disrespect, okay? I'm tired of it. It had a really good first half of the first season. A lot of people didn't like the second half of the first season, but it had a dope payoff. I like the payoff, all right? You can say whatever you want about Alphine, but I like the payoff in the second half of the first season. The second season, solid. Second half of the second season, a little bit more slice of life, a little bit more sad. It's more of a sad story. That's all I'm gonna say. But I liked the second season. I didn't care to watch the spinoff that much. And then the movie Ordinal Scale was solid. It was. I believe it was solid. I really think so. And don't let me get started on Alicization. Straight gas. That was gas. Alicization was gas. Alright? Alright? It was dope. It was fun. It was refreshing. It was different from the first few seasons. And it was a really good time. And Lisa did the intro and the outro for this. And both of them are gas. Whenever Lisa get on the opening or ending or both, you in for something good. That's all I'm gonna say. And another thing, how could y'all? I know. This is one of the most hyped moments in all of Sword Art. You gotta love it. You gotta respect it. Look at this. My dog Kirito went in on this, dog. A 21 hit combo with dual swords. Unheard of. This man was out here breaking the game, creating hacks, alright? Messing up the whole game net code. Out here like a PC gamer. That's pretty much it for today's video, y'all. Like I said, this was my top underrated. Some of them are really big, some of them not so big. A couple of them majorly disrespected. But at the end of the day, I love anime, man. I really do. Again, I put at the beginning of this video, if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell, drop a comment, let me know what you think about the video, and share it with your friends, family, all that. I'm Jordan, aka Proverse, here at Proverse World, and I'm out.